for this video is I'm going to reflect for our final discussion. So since we're done for the prelim, the midterm, so now it's for the final. So we have seven topic for this final discussion. So the first topic is the result talisman for national stability. Talisman for national stability discussed in his original work is a metaphor for the lack of knowledge and understanding of the Filipino people. He believed that the Filipino people were being held back by their own ignorance and lack of education. So he wanted to encourage them to seek knowledge and understanding in order to progress and become a better nation. In Jose Rizal's works, the reflection body for the national stability is the Filipino people. He believed that the Filipino people were being held back by their own ignorance, lack of education, and he wanted to encourage them to seek knowledge and understanding in order to progress and become a better nation. He also wanted to inspire them to take action and work together to create a better future for their country. So, at this point, the conclusion of Jose Rizal's work on the talisman for national stability is that Filipino people must take responsibility for their own education and progress. And he believed that knowledge and understanding were the keys for a better future for the nation. And he wanted to inspire the Filipino people to take action and work together to create a better future for their or our country. And now for our second topic for this final discussion is the Claro Emerito and the Rizal Bill, the Rizal Law, the RA 1425, and its predicament. So, the Claro Emerito and the Rizal Bill refer to the bill that was proposed by Recto in the Philippine Senate in 1956. The bill sought to make the study of the life, works, and writing of Jose Rizal mandatory in all educational institutions in the Philippines. The bill was eventually passed into law in 1956, becoming known as the Rizal Law, the RA 1425. The law has been in effect since then and has been the subject of much debate. So, the Rizal Law, which is the RA 1425, has been source or reflection for many Filipinos. It has been seen as a symbol of nation's commitment to honoring the legacy of Jose Rizal and his contribution to the Philippine nation. It has also been sent as a reminder for the importance of education and then the need to instill value of patriotism and the nationalism in the Filipino people. The Rizal Law, which is the RA 1425, has been source of reflection for many Filipinos. It has been seen as a symbol of the nation's commitment to honoring the legacy of Jose Rizal and his contributions to the Philippine nation. It has also been seen as a reminder for the importance of education and the need to instill values of patriotism and nationalism in the Filipino people. The law has also been seen as a reminder of the need to protect and promote the Filipino language. And in the conclusion, the Rizal Law, the RA 1425, has been source of reflection for many Filipinos. It has been a symbol of nation's commitment, as what I said, and it's the honoring the legacy of Jose Rizal and his contribution to the Philippine nation. It has also been as a reminder of us, and so the law has also been as a reminder to protect and reminder of the importance of preserving and celebrating the Filipino culture and heritage. Now, we're here at the third topic and the final discussion, which is the topic Noli Me Tangere. So this topic was known for us since elementary, I guess, until high school, and now in college we tackle this about. So Noli Me Tangere is a novel by Filipino author and national hero Jose Rizal. It is widely considered to be the most influential novel in the Philippine literature. The novel follows the story of Crisostomo Ibarra, a young Filipino who returns to the Philippines after studying in Europe. He is shocked to find a country under Spanish rule and the Filipino oppressed by the friars. He attempts to reform the country but is met with resistance from the friars and Spanish authorities. The novel is a social commentary on the Spanish colonization of the Philippines and the abuses of the Catholic Church. It is also a critique of the Filipino people's lack of political and social awareness. So, this novel is a call to action for the Filipino people to rise up and fight for their freedom. So, by the reflection of this topic is that Noli Me Tangere is the character of Maria Clara, who is the idealized representation of Filipino womanhood. She is the symbolized of purity, innocence, and beauty, and her story serves as a reflection of the struggles of the Filipino people against Spanish colonialism. So, Maria Clara is a symbol of hope and resilience, and her story serves as a reminder for the strength and courage of the Filipino people. And the main conclusion of Noli Me Tangere is that Philippines needs to break free from Spanish colonial rule and embrace a new era of freedom and independence. The novel also serves as call to action to Filipinos to stand up against the oppressive Spanish government and fight for their rights. So the novel also serves a reminder that power of love and friendship can help people overcome even the most difficult of obstacles. And now, for our fourth topic, which is the El Filibusterismo. El Filibusterismo is a novel by Filipino author and a national hero story, which is the Jose Rizal, published in 1891. It is a sequel to Noli Me Tangere, and like its predecessor, touches on the political, social, and religious issues of 19th century Philippines under Spanish colonial rule. The novel follows the story of Simon, a former student of Juan Crisostomo Ibarra, as he takes on the Isles of Simon and plots revolution against the Spanish colonial. El Filibusterismo discusses the political, social, and religious issues of 19th century the Philippines under Spanish colonial rule, and follows the story of Simon as he plots a revolution against the Spanish colonial government. So, now the reflection in El Filibusterismo is a literary device used by the author Jose Rizal to express his thoughts and feelings about the state of the Philippines during the Spanish colonial period. Through the characters and events in the novel, Rizal reflects on the injustice and oppression of the Spanish colonial government, as well as the need for reform and revolution. He also reflects on the needs of Filipinos to take action and fight for their freedom and independence. The reflection also in El Filibusterismo is also used to explore the themes of justice, freedom, and patriotism. Through the characters and events in the novel, Rizal reflects on the need for justice and freedom, as well as the importance of patriotism and national pride. He also reflects on the need for Filipinos to take action and fight for their rights and freedom. And the conclusion of El Filibusterismo is that the only way to achieve true freedom and justice is through revolution. The novel's protagonist, Simon, is a symbol of the Filipino people's struggle for independence and justice. He ultimately sacrificed himself in order to inspire the people to take action and fight for their rights. The novel message is that the only way to achieve the true freedom and justice is through revolution, and the Filipino people must be willing to fight for it. So now, here we are on the fifth topic, which is the vision of Father Rodriguez. The Vision of Father Rodriguez is a short story by the Spanish author Miguel de Unamuno. It tells the story of a priest, Father Rodriguez, who is visited by a mysterious figure who claims to the devil. The figure challenges Father Rodriguez to a debate about the nature of faith and existence of God. The story explores the themes of faith, doubt, and the power of beliefs. The Vision of Father Rodriguez by the Mexican author Juan Rulfo. It tells the story of Christ. The figure tells Father Rodriguez that he will be granted a vision of future, and the priest must decide whether to accept the vision or reject it. The story reflects on the power of faith and the consequences of making decisions based on fear. It also serves as a warning against blindly following authority and instead encourages readers to think for themselves, make decisions based on their own beliefs and values. The story also highlights the importance of understanding the consequences of our actions and how our decision can shape our future. So, for this topic, the conclusion is that Father Rodriguez's vision is that faith and hope are essential for a meaningful life. He believes that faith and hope can help people to overcome any obstacle and to find joy and peace in life. He also believes that faith and hope can people to strength and courage to face any challenges. He encouraged people to have faith in God and to have hope in the future. Now, we're here at the sixth topic of the final discussion, which is the topic by telephone. So, the poem, which is the By Telephone by Jose Rizal, is about the power of communication and how it can bring people together. The poem speaks of how telephone call can bridge the gap between two people, no matter how far apart they may be. It speaks of how a simple conversation can bring joy and comfort to both parties, and how it can help to strengthen relationship. The poem also speaks of how technologies can help to bring people closer together if they are separated by distance. So, the main theme of Jose Rizal's poems, which is the By Telephone, is the power of communication and how it can bring people together. The poem reflects on how technologies change people communication and how it has made it easier to stay connected with our loved ones. The poem also reflects on how technology has made it easier to stay in touch with people who far away on us, and how it made it easier to keep in touch with those who are close with us. So the poem also reflects on how technology made it easier in touch. So for this topic, I have a short conclusion. It says that technology can be a powerful for communication, but it can also be a barrier to true understanding and connection. The result suggests that it is important to take the time to listen to understand one another rather than relying to technology to do the work for us. So here we are now for our last topic, for our final discussion, which is the topic that Rizal's letter to Father Pastels SG. So, in Rizal's letter to Father Pastels SG is that it discusses his spiritual journey and his desire to become a Jesuit priest. He expresses his admiration for the Jesuit order and his desire to be part of it. He also expresses his admiration for the teaching of the Catholic Church and his desires to learn more about them. He also expresses his desire to be a better person and serve God and his fellow men. And finally, he expressed his gratitude for Father Pastel's guidance. So, in Rizal's letters to Father Pastel, he reflects on his own life and his journey to becoming a better person. He reflects on his own mistakes and how he has grown from them. He also reflects on his faith and how it has helped him to become a better person. He expressed his gratitude to Faith Pastor for his guidance and support through his life. He also expresses his admiration for the Jesuit order and its teachings. And finally, he expressed his hope. In the conclusion of this topic, Rizal expresses gratitude to Father Pastel for his guidance and support and expresses his hope that he will be continued to receive his blessings. He also expresses his desire to reunited with his family and friends in the Philippines, and he ends the letter by expressing his love and respect for Father Pastels. So that's all. I think that's all the short reflections for this final discussion and for about the 7 topics. So that's all. Thank you.